Okay, it's Wednesday. It is the 27th of June, 2018. 7:39. I got a few minutes here. Sitting in the parking lot across from Agave Apartments, our soon-to-be new home. Roll these up a little bit, cut out some of that road noise. So it's been a week. This is my 5th day working at Esquire, and it's been fun. I like it. It's fun to get in there and work with food. And for the most part, I like most of the people, or at least I can get along and relate to and connect with most of the people that I work with. I have some serious issues with some of the attitude and the performance there, but it's kind of a work in progress for them, I guess, to change things up. But what it's really done is given me good material and allowed me to work on identifying problem spots, problem people, holes that need to be filled, things that can be fixed or improved. And since business consulting is something that I'm working towards, along with the writing and speaking, life coaching, all that stuff, this has been good because I've been able to get in there every day and see from open till when I leave in the late afternoon, early evening sometimes, where they're dropping the ball, and how that's affecting the next day. This has always been a kind of a hobby of mine anyway, but it's been good practice. And I was telling one of the girls I was working with, this is kind of my sport, my science, my religion. The dynamics of what happens in a restaurant, the things that you can do to proactively prevent crisis. And I've always said, goes back to years and years and years ago, when I first started managing, that if you go into a restaurant, if you walk in and you run your shift and you do absolutely everything right and nothing goes wrong, there's no need to react, there's no crisis that needs to be dealt with, nobody says anything, nobody notices. It just is. And then when things do go wrong, how you react, that's how they judge good management. And I guess it's just taken for granted that if something bad doesn't happen, that it's just a fluke, it's a stroke of good luck. But it's planning, it's preparing, it's understanding, it's contemplating the variables. What could happen today based on this, and you have to use your best judgment to make decisions that allow you to navigate and maintain the integrity of a shift. So, like I said, being in this environment, especially one that is, I guess, in transition, they had some issues over the last couple of years, and they're trying to make some changes. I don't think they're doing it as efficiently as they could. I don't think they're taking the steps they need to really make an impact, but they are taking steps. They are trying to do it. They're just not doing it very efficiently, which is where I come in. And I'm like I said, I'm playing around with ideas and things that can be implemented in this dynamic to make things more efficient, to make it specifically for this. And what it's doing is it's allowing me to develop my eye. It's allowing me to develop this assessment process so that I can do this. And I probably will generate some information. I've already talked to the chef and said, hey, I'd like to help out a little bit. I'm not looking for any compensation. I'm just, I would like to do this because this is where I plan to go with my life. So it's been good practice. The downside is I am physically not conditioned to do this. I'm getting there after 5 days. 3 days last week, Thursday, Friday, Saturday last week, and then had Sunday off, and then been Monday, Tuesday, and then today. And I'm conditioning more and more every day, but it's taken a toll being on my feet all day. I don't like to eat when I'm working, especially in that environment in a kitchen or doing something physical all day. I bog down when I eat unless I eat something really light. So for me, it's just not. It's easier for me just to work through a whole shift without eating anything. But that's taking my toll, especially on these 9 and 10 hour days, which I've had a couple. Yesterday was a shortest day that I've had. It was just 6.5 hours, and it was easy, especially compared to the days I've had previously. And I felt really good yesterday afternoon, getting home and into the evening. I've got this wrap around my forearm. I've got a tachyon disc here. I've been using that. I know it's hard to see here, but this wrist and forearm are completely swollen, and they have been since Friday of last week after my first day. Everything in my wrist and forearm, all the tendons and ligaments and muscles, everything is just aggravated. And at one point, it was Saturday, I couldn't bend my wrist in any direction. I couldn't open and close my hand. I could not grab or hold anything, and it was just throbbing. And I used a couple tachyon discs. I did one on the wrist and one up here Saturday evening all the way through Sunday. Took them off I guess Monday before I went to work, and basically all the pain was gone and all the inflammation was gone. So that one day of not having any of that and using the tachyon discs, but come the end of Monday, I was right back in the same boat. So I put this disc on Monday night, and I woke up yesterday and couldn't even use my hand, and I just been working through the pain, and it's extremely painful to cut and chop and do the things I need to do. Yesterday I wore this all day, and I started to just shift and try to use my left hand for as many things as I could, which I guess is something I'm just going to have to do, start figuring out ways to use my left hand for more things. But anyway, this is all results of me not being conditioned to do this kind of work and just jumping in and starting to do it. But my body's adapting, it's adjusting after yesterday, and this is getting to the point where I need to start walking up to the restaurant. But come the end of the day yesterday, because I just kept telling myself there's no pain, it doesn't hurt. And even though I could feel it while I was doing it, just the mental mindset of there's no pain, it doesn't hurt, there's no problem. And the tachyon disc, as the day went on, it started to go away, and I would say by the end of yesterday it was 100% better than it was the day before. There's still some pain, but I was feeling pretty good. And I woke up this morning and I've got pretty good mobility and minimal pain. So I'll probably get in today, and again, same thing, I'll probably favor my left side. I'll leave the tachyon disc on there through the day again, and hopefully it'll can just continue to improve. But anyway, I need to head down, and that's kind of where I'm at. And I wanted to make a change in our lives, and the changes are happening. It seems like everything's kind of unsettled, which it's good. I felt like we had gotten to a kind of a comfortable state in life, and you become complacent, and and that's fine if you don't have any desire to move forward. If you're happy, and we were happy, but I thought like we could do more. I felt there was things that I wanted to do in life that I wasn't doing, and this is all a process of moving forward and making a transition, and I feel pretty good about it. So that's it.